All right, first off, thank you for joining me.
You're welcome.
So let's talk a little bit about the new album.
Okay.
Like how much did you have to partake with it? Talk about your involvement with it.
I just joined the band while they were recording, so
Yep.
I don't actually play on it, but I was there the whole time they were recording. I was actually next door in the pre-production room learning all of the old songs, because we were just getting, it was like right after that we're headed to Australia, then to Europe, now to this on Ozzfest. So the record is 13 songs. It's called Supremacy. It comes out August 29 on Roadrunner. It's I would say it's a more mature record than the previous ones. I think there's a couple little things that we do on there that may be a little bit different than what we usually do as far as the vocals are concerned, maybe. But it's definitely still Hatebreed, without a doubt. The formula is still exactly the same, and for anybody who's a fan of the band, you know, you won't be disappointed.
Pressure joining the band?
Not at all.
No?
Jamie and Sean. Jamie I've known since he started Hatebreed.
Yep.
Sean, one of my best friends for the last 7 years. Beatty I've known just as long. One of my other bands would tour with Hatebreed. I would just ride with them on the bus. It's like, the best way for me to describe it is, the only thing different now is when they go on stage to play, I go up there with them, you know. Not really any pressure. Pressure, I mean, when you're talking about that aspect as far as like fitting in, obviously not. I mean, and they did call me and said that, you know, we don't want anyone else. We want you, you know, do what you got to do, and let's do this. And, you know, there was a point where I was thought to myself, like, you know, this is really a step up from what I've been doing. And I kind of, you know, doubted myself for a minute, you know, as far as just like, wow, you know, this is really a monster that I'm stepping into. But it's just like when I quit when I was playing with Tara, I quit my job of 11 years, you know, and threw everything out the window to be in a touring band. You know, I mean, it would be ridiculous to turn around and say no, because you know, you've worked and dedicated so much of your life to get to where you are. So, you know, it was kind of a no-brainer, but it was kind of, you know, I really was like, wow, this is a big deal, you know. But as far as pressure, you know, not really.
All right. Looking back at all the previous albums, this album, think it's the best effort to date?
I'd have to say so, you know. You always try to make the next one the best one, you know, and hope for the best. I think that there's a lot of things coming together for the band right now as far as the band's playing main stage at Ozzfest for the first time.
Yep.
We're exposed to anywhere from 10 to 20,000 people every day, and I would say a good, you know, 50% of those people don't know who Hatebreed is. Maybe another 25% know the name, but don't know the music, and the other 25% are probably like fans, you know what I mean? So it's great exposure. It's great to be on Roadrunner, because we feel that they're going to do, and are already doing an awesome job, and they really know where the band needs to go and what direction. And just the band becoming a 5-piece again, it's a real special time for the band right now. I think it's all going to come together when the record drops. You know, I really do right now. We're actually going tomorrow, and we're supposed to have an off day, but we're going right near Waterbury, Connecticut, and we're doing filming a video for the song "Defeatist" tomorrow.
Cool. Favorite song on the new album?
Destroy Everything. I think it's got a groove, you know, it's got kind of a really heavy groove to it. And I think that it's one of those songs, you know. For some reason, I always go back to thinking about the video I remember that Ice Cube did with the Chili Peppers, where they were smashing up the whole everything in it. I just get that whole picture in my mind every time I hear that song, because it's just like, you know, that could just become I could see that becoming an anthem for like just metal kids all over in the world, you know, destroy everything, you know. That's really catchy. I love To the Threshold, which is the song that was actually on the Headbangers Ball compilation, which we recorded for the record. And there's a song called Mind Overall, which we're actually doing on Ozzfest every day also, which is one of my favorites too. I think overall the record's really strong from the beginning, and the most important thing, I think, the tracking of the record, it really flows from the beginning to the end. You know, it's not like one of those records where you're like, all right, it dies out at the end, or you know what I mean. So.
Do you know if the album name was there before recording? What was the first song done, last song done? Do you know all that?
I'm pretty sure the album name was done before the recording.
Okay.
I know that much.
Okay.
So, basically, it's just the album title, Supremacy.
Yep.
And it just deals with trying to deal with being, supremacy, trying to have supremacy over everything in the world that brings you down, and trying to be the best person that you can be, in a nutshell, really.
All right. How's Ozzfest going?
Ozzfest is going wonderful. We really didn't know what to expect playing on the main stage because, this is the fourth time Hatebreed's done Ozzfest.
Yep.
First time on the main stage, though, so you're playing to a lot of people in seats every day that are just sitting there eating nachos, and when you take into realization that, we're used to playing in clubs where people are beating the hell out of each other, and you just realize that, you're playing in front of a lot of people that don't want that, They want to watch the band, they want to get hit while they're playing it. And when we get everybody standing up out of their seats and